Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the weekly outlook, and I'll continue from where I was just showing you guys and talking about it. Listen to me very careful. Not a single trader in the world has said I am successful because I was subscribing to this copy trade, or I was not copy trade, I was subscribing to this signal service. Not a single trader in the world. If you're paying for signals, stop doing that right now. You will never, ever succeed as a trader. You will never, ever. I don't know why they're doing that. Sometimes something in Zoom, they used to allow everybody to see. Somebody's asking a question why you can't interact with everybody. You can, but if you have the new version of Zoom, they only allow you to show to the panelists. Some people, trades or messages being shown to everyone. We had that problem with Zoom and we tried to contact them for it. I don't know why they haven't changed it. Click and see if you can share your message with everyone. I have no problem with you doing that. Actually, you guys can use, if you want to share with everyone, I think everyone can see the Q&A. Post in the Q&A if everybody can see the Q&A. Can everybody see the Q&A? Somebody post something in there and see if you can see it. Allow viewers to, yep. Okay, good. You guys can post there if you want for the chat. You can see the Q&A. I think I can see it. Everybody can see it. Can you see what other people post in the Q&A? Usually, I have nothing to hide. I'm one of the most open person you can find in this business. Absolutely nothing to hide. You want to ask something, you want to say something, go say it. That's what I do. I say what I have to say. Whether or not I'll be blocked for it or not, I don't care. That's the whole point. You don't see the Q&A too? Okay, well, that's not my fault, guys. That has to be something with Zoom, right? I see a lot of people still can share to everyone, and some people can only share to panelists. I have no idea why, right? Nothing I can do about that. So come back to here. Let me tell you, if you are subscribing to any signal service, stop doing it today. You will never be successful. And I can show you why, but it's going to be a lot of time. They like to put 2-3 targets. You know why they like to put 2-3 targets? They put 2-3 targets so that they can count pips, not money. No, I don't have a website. And by the way, if all of you want to get the information, you can get me on my ProWave trading thing. You should at least just like this page, just in case. I don't post a lot here. I may be posting some in the future, but if you like this page, just in case, that is this ProWave page. Let me put it in ProWave so you get it. You like this page just in case, so that if TradingView has problem with me, I will post all important info here for you. You will get the link to my webinars here, right? You'll get the link to the webinars here. So you can share this page with traders and they can come and they will get it. So TradingView can't stop us. The internet is big, right? So, okay, let's go do what we have to do. Let them do it. But like I said, the sad part is 30,000 people, only 300 people had the guts to go and protest. Well, if 30,000 people don't want to see the chart, well, TradingView doesn't care. It's statistics to them, right? 300 is the stats to them. They have how much? Unique traders, maybe 200,000-300,000. That's all about it, right? Unique traders, 300 is not much. But if 30,000 comes up and said, hey, we think you need to change some of the house rules, I think they will do that. So it's up to you guys. My group is not suffering. My group is getting every day their daily webinar. They're getting what they have to do. So it's the people in TradingView who have to decide that. It's not up to me, right? You guys can go ahead and do it. I can be part of it. If you want to do that, it's up to you. Send that to TradingView. Let them figure out what they're going to do. But that is really ridiculous. Like I showed you the chart. I can show the chart again so you guys can take a copy, those who missed it. Take a copy. Ask them the question, where? Let them explain since when amateur is becoming an insulting word, and since when asking a very legitimate question like, if someone doesn't have basic knowledge, why should he be teaching? Since when that is insulting? That's just a basic open question. It's a very basic open question. It's not addressed to any particular person. It's addressed to every single one in TradingView. This question is for every single author in TradingView. So it's not one of them I'm criticizing. I'm criticizing every single one who is incompetent. If you're competent enough, great. If you're incompetent, then the question applies to you. I'm not saying they're all incompetent. I'm saying it applies to anybody who's incompetent. would you want somebody who does not know the basic stuff to teach you? That's a question you have to ask, right? But somewhere in TradingView, some moderator who's sitting there with a little power in his hand, and his hand is itching to use his power, decide he's going to use it. And I think the biggest fault I will put in the admin, in that they are not taking responsibility for the content on their site and for the work their moderators are doing. If they don't do that, time will tell. I always said, I've used a number of good examples before that was not recorded. Kodak, Motorola. We can go on with those names for companies that were pretty pompous and thought they were the leading, and BlackBerry, somebody is saying, Nokia, all of these are a huge company who thought they were so big that the 50 million like was nothing, that 50 million clicks that TradingView is getting is nothing compared to that. The pompousness of these companies. They were thought they were so darn big. They can't change anything. You guys remember what happened with even iPhone, right? They kicked out they kicked out the big boss, and then they had to bring him back to save the company, right? So let them go do what they want. If they're not willing to put quality content on their site, they will suffer eventually. I know they will see this. I know the moderators will watch this, and I know it will go back to them. It's an open message to them. If you're not interested in true quality content on your site, you will go down. Traders are not stupid. Traders are very smart people. They will very, 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 very fast realize those who are spamming for likes and for, or those who are hyping for subscription. Traders will figure it out. And it's sad that a lot of people fall prey to that. Look at the 100. You know how many people suffer from that 100 free trade? Where is the author? Where is he? He's no longer. He actually was telling people, come join me and I'm show you this. Where is he? TradingView took responsibility for all these people who lost money? No. What happened to the 1,001 free crazy pips they were giving? TradingView took responsibility for that happened on their site? No. TradingView ever take any responsibility for anything happened on their site? No. So at least make sure you're looking at content. You're making people putting quality content on your site. It's your site finally, right? You have the final say what is quality content on your site. I think one of the things TradingView need to do is to look into these top orders and see what they're doing. I'm not my site. It's up to TradingView to decide. Let them do what they want. Let's go do what we normally do, right? Let's go trade and make money. Hope all of you are making. It's not even about leaving them. I'm not like forecasting that people should leave TradingView. I'm saying that people should demand from TradingView that they actually take some responsibility for content on their site. That is more important. Trollers, people who are trolling there don't get banned. A lot of people who are trolling there don't get banned. People who are spamming their charts, like 20 charts a day, don't get banned. Nothing, zero content in them, they don't get banned, right? So, and I think it's not about the 226 of you in here. You are the very good guys. You're the guys who are, following me and who are thinking the content. The 300 people who protest are the 300 people who are actually traders, right? The next 30,000, where are they? Until they raise their voice, nobody will listen. TradingView will not listen. That's it. We're all statistics for them. We're just numbers for them. Win or lose our money, don't lose our money, they don't care. We're just statistics. So unless they hear the voice of the stats, 30,000 people said, no, we want content, they will not do it. Yeah, we're just statistics. Oh, 200, well, let the 200 go. We still have 100 and something thousand or 200,000 more, right? That doesn't bother them. But 30,000, they will not give up. That's the point. Let's go. Let's start. CAD. I wanted to show you guys the CAD because we are at the top. Let's go back to the CAD. Remember the daily. And we're again at the top. We made this move up. They've made a correction. We've finally made a conclusion that is a corrective structure. So we're in a new one here. And this is going to complete a 1, 2, 3 wave structure. This structure is not over. And that means that it could make much more pull back and go and pull back and go and pull back, right? So we've made 1, 2, 3 up. We can pull back. We can make another 1, 2, 3 up. We can pull back. We can make another 1, 2, 3 up and then break. Eventually, this one is going to break for a big move down. The only question is when, right? But here's what you can do, like we did when we were in here. If any one of you were following me there, you'd remember every time they came to the top, we sold. Every time they came to the top, we sold. Every time they came to the top, we sold. Every time they came to the top, we sold. They're at the top, look for a sell. It's easy, right? So now we're going to go look for that sell setup. We were buying it also, but now you're looking for the sell setup. You're getting some kind of a divergence here in the 1 hour. If you see the 1 hour, you're getting a lot of divergence here. So it means at some point, this here will start to come down. So I think even if they go up one more, you have a short trade there. You take that trade, take profit out of the trade. Don't keep it very long. Watch for it when it breaks down, make an impulse and make a flag under the trend line, because this could be a very big move to the downside. Even if it is just a correction to go back up, it could be a very good trade because you're at the top, right? They always said sell at the top, buy at the bottom. So this is it. You are at the top now. We can look for sell setups. Right now, it's not confirming a sell because we're still in the trend. Second, this could still be like they made here 1, 2, 3 up. This could still go back up some more here and then break. Now, to the upside, you can buy. That would be very short-term buy. Does that mean that possible? We don't know. I never like to look for the correlation because this could also move because of the value of the dollar and not exactly the value of oil, right? Sometimes it moved because of oil. Sometimes it moved because of dollar, right? So there are different reasons why it will move. So in this case, we don't know which one will be the factor that is moving it, right? But there's a short-term buy here possible. But once they break this trend line, you start looking for sell setups. I will post this on my Facebook page if I see it. So if you like the Facebook page, you'll probably get the heads up, right? Let's go. Dollar index. Dollar index is consolidating at the bottom here. So the big question is, we're breaking this trend and we're consolidating there. The big question is, are we coming down for more? Is this thing coming down for a deeper pullback? And that is possible. Breaking the trend means it could do that. So what we'll be watching here for now is if it stays under the trend in a consolidation. Right now, you can see they're consolidating here, right? So if it stays here for a while, making more, not breaking up, because this could actually still break up. If it stays here in a while and then break, this would be a very big move down. And I think that could give us the CAD downside. It could give us the yen some more down, and it could give us the Swiss down, right? So watch it. But first, I think they're going to consolidate here, which means some more up may be possible. Just like the CAD, some more up first before they go down, right? So keep an eye on this. I don't think there's anything much here to look for. On the euro, euro is at the top right now. Also in this consolidation, you can see euro is at the top. We have made this 1, 2, 3. They have made 1. I think we can say this is 2, and we are going for a 3 here. Possible a little more up. Maybe they start to come back down here. If they do that, we'll get more up. Once they break this, you'll get an impulse, but we can start looking for a sell from the top. You don't have to wait for it to break to look for the sell. So do we have a sell setup right there? No, we don't have a sell setup. Let's go to the 1 hour. You can see clearly you're just going sideways, right? You came down here, go back up there, they can come back here. And if they start to go up, you will get a buy here. You may even get a buy from somewhere here. Depends on your skill level and the strategy you're using to trade. You may get a buy somewhere in here. Now, can this turn into a sell, which makes this the first one here, pull back there, and they sell to go down? If I'm going to go for a sell, this is what I would do. I would sell here and put a stop here, but when it comes to this level, breaking this low, I'll put it to break even. Either they go or they reverse. Either way, I'll get a break-even trade. So the sell, either they're going to pull back now or they go. But to the upside, the buy is a must. If you get that buy, you should take it. It might just be one more impulse to the upside, but it's worth taking. Right, possible impulses to the upside. Pang, definitely look for a sell setup. We've been showing this Pang for a while, and we've been saying we expect it to go up some more. Remember, I told you guys it might not be a triangle. There was a good reason why we thought it might not be a triangle. If you look at all the Elliott wavers in the world, they already had that as a triangle. And we were saying, no, it's not confirmed as a triangle because we've seen that many times, where it looks like a triangle, but it's not a triangle. It's a simple A, B, C. A B wave that looks like a flat. In our sense, we call it contracting flat. You wouldn't hear that terminology anywhere else beside here because it's contracting. That's simple. It's a flat, but it's contracting, right? So it is going up, but right now it's at the top. And when they get to the top, let me take off the fib so you can see. When they break the top, remember this one? When they break that top, that is when you're looking for reversal. When they break the top, you're looking for reversal. Now, is this going to go now? We can go to the top and see if there's anything telling us it's probably going to go. And you can see the divergence here, right? It's telling you that this thing might be looking for a downside very soon. And if you come here, you can see that you've made a move down. You're consolidating here. If they drop, you should look for a sell, get it to break even, and keep it. Move that trade to break even and keep it. No, that's not an irregular flat. An irregular flat is an expansion, an expanding flat, or a running flat. That is a contracting flat. It's a regular flat that is contracting where the C wave does not go beyond the A wave. It's known as a regular flat and Elliott wave. We call it contracting because it's contracting. It's not making a regular flat, right? It's one form of a regular flat. So we're looking at this and look for this to go down. You can look for a sell setup. Don't rush into it. Remember, they have to consolidate before they go. They never leave immediately. Aussie, definitely you want to look for a sell setup as long as you're under the trend line. We do have divergence here, right? And there's a good chance that they're gonna, they may want to break the trend here, but I don't think it's the start of an up move as yet, right? Because if it's going to be the start of an up move, for me, they have to break out here, pull back, make a corrective structure, and then I will see that as the up move. There's still a chance for them to get back to the low. And believe, you can look at the structure and you can see, I was going to say, believe this, right? See this? They can do the same thing on the way down, right? So if you read into the structure, they don't go as straight lines. So that pullback hasn't negated the downside as yet. It's just a pullback to go. 4 hour, do we sell the pullback to go? No, at least not this one. So you wait. If they're going to go down, at some point here, they'll start to fall. Somewhere here, they'll have to fall, make a flag, and then you sell. They will have to fall, make a flag, and then you sell. Make a flag, and then you sell. Make a flag, and then you sell. This is a break even, right? So they will make a flag, sell, make a flag, sell, make a flag, sell. Wait for that confirmation. Don't sell at the top there because it'll go straight through the top, take you out, and then fall. So wait for that confirmation. This was I saw this as a buy, but I didn't think they were going to go so high. I thought they'll probably just do something like this today and then come down, right? I didn't thought they were going to do that, but just be careful. That's not a buy right now. New Zealand up, consolidating under this is again is another one we call the contracting flat. It's a flat, but we were expecting it to come here, break the top, and then come down, right? Instead, they stop short of breaking the top, and then they come down. So let them consolidate here, and this would be your next trade. So if we think this New Zealand has a good setup to go down, and I think they have a good setup, if they're going to reverse from here, you can't buy it here. You don't know they're going to reverse. So it's not a buy here. This is a sell setup. If you don't get the sell and they reverse, we will wait for the buy setup somewhere in the middle here to the upside. Right now, everything is showing a sell setup, right? So if they consolidate here long enough, right, if this becomes a consolidation for downside, we will get the trade. We'll wait until they break. Let them consolidate some more, and then you take the trade, right? If it's a reversal, we don't have a buy setup. CAD, I just showed you. Look for a sell setup. Wait for it. They have to break the trend, consolidate, then you get it. Yen, perfectly doing exactly what we thought it will do, right? Everything that we thought the yen would do, it's doing. Remember, we were forecasting that downside. People were bullish. We were forecasting this upside. They were bearish, right? They're always going the wrong direction for some reason. So now when it comes here, we will see what happens here. There's a chance that at this level, we could get one more down and then the upside. In this structure, one more down is possible. If you know the structures and you know how they behave. Not necessary, but possible. So if this breaks to the upside, we will get that trade. As a matter of fact, we got this trade. So we will get this trade as well if this goes. That is the trade you'll be looking for. If they come down, we would look for a sell here, and we would look for a buy here to the upside. Right? Well done. Well done. Those of you who got it, well done. You're listening and you're learning. That's good. So let's see. Right now, it looks like they may want to crawl it up to the top here. And if they do that like they did here, see that crawl up to the top there? If they do that, we'd look for this setup for a sell. You can see, right? They're doing similar moves here. This piece, when they wanted to go, they just make a correction and crawl that up. They make a correction, they could crawl it up to the top slowly. We will have divergence and we look for a sell setup. I'm pretty sure we're getting divergence. Yep, you will get divergence when they do that. Right? You can see this is coming down, this is going up. So you'd be looking for a trade to the downside. If that happens, if they take off very sharp, well, then it will be a buy setup. Now I don't think you have a buy there. And the Swiss dollar, I think you stay out of it because it's right now in the middle of nowhere and it's making some kind of a sideways structure here. If they do that, they will drop before they go up. They will break this low, right? So just wait. Not good trading. I can tell you this is not giving you good trading. It probably take you out before it go. Euro Oz, look for a buy setup. I think this is very clear. 1 hour. They're making another one down here. If this comes like this again, you start to look for some kind of a breakout here, a correction, and take that trade up, right? We look for a trade up. We are not selling it until they break this trend line, pull back, and then decide to go. That would make a deeper correction. It wouldn't change the direction of the trade. The direction of this trade is coming back to this top. So either they pushed up, then make a deep correction and go, like they did here, or they make a deep correction here now, and then they go. Either way, you're looking for a buy setup, not so much of a sell. On the 1 hour, look for a buy setup. If they break the trend line, then this one has a short-term sell setup in play here. You can see this. You can actually pull that there, right? There. So it's a short-term sell setup daily. This is going up. We're in an uptrend. Right? We're just looking to make a pullback. Don't miss it. Right? Simple. Don't miss it. They're going to make a pullback. Don't miss the trade. 4 hour. It's coming down. You can trade it if you know how to do that. You'll have to wait for this to pull back somewhat like that. Take the trade down. It will come back. Take the trade down. It may come back. Take the trade. Look for the buy setup. The bigger direction is to the upside. We're getting a pullback like we had here. So they make an impulse, they go back into consolidation, they make another impulse, they go into consolidation. The gap threw you in, oh, that big spike, great. You may want to move to take profit and watch for the consolidation and then get back in the trade again, right? Remember, the Euro New Zealand has very, very big targets to go. I showed you guys this already. We did this already, and it's doing exactly that. When this thing starts to go, they move fast, and they're moving fast. They're moving fast. They can move fast. They can move fast. And before you realize it, they're above that top. So don't miss it, right? Don't miss it. It's going good so far. I don't see any signs of it turning as yet, right? We don't see. This is just pullback in the consolidation. This is not a sign that it's turning. Euro yen. I really don't know how much I can stress this one, because when it was going down here, everybody starts to panic. And some people even said, why are you saying it's going to go back up? It's a downtrend now. One guy even wrote in my chart, what is he talking about? It's a downtrend. And I'm telling you what the structure is doing, how the structure behaves. That's what I'm talking about, something you have no knowledge of. What the structure does, how it behaves. This is going to happen. That has a 99% chance of happening. Now they can do two things. Now they can turn and go back down, or they can break out, and then we will get this trade. See? Two things they can do right now. So we'll have to look for setups to get those two things. Give me a second, please. So you would have to look for a setup to see which one it's doing and which one you want to get in. So let's go. Right now it's consolidating. So let's go in the 4 hour. You can see that that's making a big consolidation there, right? And that means they've made a 1, 2, 3. They've broke the top. Well, not broke the top. That looks like they're going to break the top here. And they could go for a deeper pullback. We can look for sell setups, because if this is one more down, it will be a good trade. If it is not, and they break out, they will just come here, make a pullback, go there, and then take off. Right? Pretty much, you can look for a trade when they break here, but you can look for a trade here also to the upside. So let's see how this structure develops. It's always about how the structure will develop and where you're going to buy or you're going to sell. That is what it's about, really. So if I go and I draw something like this and show you, hey guys, watch, you should buy this. Or look at this, this is a reversal pattern. I look at that, I'm really smiling. I'm saying, well, does this guy have any clue? Nobody can identify that in the chart. Do they really have a clue that nobody can tell what that is in the chart, in a live chart, right? But they will do it anyways, right? Because most of you will go click a like on it. Most people, not you guys, will go click a like on it. So watch this trade. Watch how this pattern is going to develop, how it will change. And if it does, we'll get this trade. And then we would look for the trade up. The trade up looks more possible to me than the trade to the downside, because I'm looking at the strength with which this impulse is going. You can see how strong that impulse is. Even this impulse was not that strong. This impulse had a lot of pullback. You see that? This one is really strong. And a lot of you got this trade, right? A lot of you got it. I got out when they made that big spike. I was in it, and then I got out when they made that very big spike there. I realized we will start to make consolidation, time to take profit, right? Actually, I got out a little too early. I got out somewhere in here. After this spike, I thought they'll come back for a deep consolidation and then take off, and they actually did climb some more. So you can see, I also got out a little too early, right? But I was thinking when they make a deeper pullback, I'll get right back in. But I'm still going to get back in that trade. No question asked. I'm not really worried about it. So let's go. EuroCAD. Making a consolidation here. It looks like they're going to make a deeper consolidation at the trend line. You may get a short-term sell setup here. 4 hour. You can see that that's a short-term sell setup there. They broke the top. They give you divergence. They're coming back. And we're at the daily trend line. So that means at this level here, we can also see some consolidation coming. So we're expecting Euro Oz, Euro New Zealand, Euro CAD, Euro Yen to make some consolidation and continue to go up. Watch the Euro. Watch the Euro. It will tell you what to do. Euro Chief. I think we will also get some more consolidation here, although I don't think you should trade this. But some more consolidation is possible here. Euro Pong. Well, they've made the pullback already. So it's time to start looking for an up move. Right? We've already made the pullback. What you got to look for now is have a strategy to wait to see if they're going to give you that up move. It's possible right now that they could still make one more downside, right? I don't see the buy setup here as yet. They could still make some more like this and then go. But look for a buy setup because the downside is almost over, right? Pong Oz. How many of you know that this was going to come break this top? How many weeks I've been saying that? Guys, they need to complete this three-wave structure and then you look for that trade down. See? So they completed it. What you're supposed to look for now? Look for your sell setup. It may be coming, see? that this by itself does not mean it's going down. Wait for it to do this, wait for them to do that. They will do this, and if you jump in the trade too early, you'll be taken out, and then you'll watch them do that. Anybody think that is possible? If you don't think that is possible, you don't know what you're doing in trading. So what you have to do is you have to try to get that trade. Don't miss it. Don't miss that trade. Let me repeat it. Don't miss the trade, right? Remember the daily, there was a buy setup here. You notice where did I put the buy setup? At the bottom, at the very bottom here, when nobody thought it was a buy setup. Literally follow the arrow, right? It literally followed. Well, now you got to look for the trade to the downside because it is going to go down. So we'll start looking for sell setups. So is the pound New Zealand. This one actually went much higher than I thought it would go. Right? We thought this one is going to break once they broke the top there because this was looking very, very weak. And then they break out and they break out. But now you can start to look for a deeper pullback or a reversal. It was a nice short-term trade there this morning. I don't know if any of my traders took it. A nice short-term breakout or any of my traders in that. I hope you guys are in it, right? Okay, good, Stefan. I hope some more of you, the other guys took it right. Well done, yeah, because we're looking at it in the break and there, that consolidation. Look for the trade. Well done, guys. Yep, glad you guys took it. So great. Don't keep that. Don't get rid of that. Keep that. We know what it's going to do, right? And we know what the potentials are. Pang Yen, look for a correction. Oh, I think you guys remember the trolls on this one, right? It's not going to go up. Well, it's going up. I still think it may go a little more to break that top. So if they come down, if the Pang Yen comes down, and it will come down, I think most likely this downside may be just a pullback. One more attempt and then the downside. They will go down, right? So all of you in the challenge? Anybody out of the challenge? Okay, I'm hoping all of you in the challenge. We will not even do it today because I know all of you in the challenge. See why I said don't be afraid of the market? It was going down and all the trolls were going crazy. Everybody was like, really, really? And I was like, go buy the darn thing and show them it's going to go up, right? Because that is what structure does. That is the difference of what we do from what most of those numbers and letters guys who want to teach you Elliott Wave does. They fill the chart up with numbers and letters and think they know what they're doing. That's the difference. We knew this was going to go up. At no point did I say to you in all my webinars, hey, no, guy, this is a downtrend. Guys, this thing will break to the upside. And I actually forced you to take a challenge. I actually forced you to take a challenge so that you are not scared of the chart to show you that it is going to go up. Right? See, you learned something. If there's anything, you've learned something here now, that you don't have to be afraid of the chart, especially when the structure is showing you something. If you're still in the challenge, here's what I'll say you can do. Although it's a very small one, you can either keep that challenge and don't worry with it, or you can move the stop to this level. If they take you out here now, we will take another challenge next week. I wouldn't say go for the sellers yet, but next week I'll tell you. So we will take another challenge next week. I still think it's going to go to the top. Punkad, same here. Two things you can look for right now: a short buy, very short buy if they go, but if they break through, look for a sell setup. All right, look for a sell setup. I have a very strong feeling they're going to break through. Same thing on the daily here. This bar didn't break the way I expected to break. Otherwise, we would have been in that trade like crazy, right? Some of my traders got in this one, but this whole mess, this little extra piece of mess actually threw me out a little on what it was doing. We knew it was going to go up. We just didn't know like what would this structure, what would this structure eventually be before they go, right? And that threw me off a little, but eventually we got it. So you can start to look for this trade to either come back here now as a correction or total reversal. All the punk pairs are showing us very similar structure, guys. Don't need to rush. I think by mid this week, I'll be posting out all the punk pairs on Facebook, so you guys can get it there. Punk Chief, look for a pullback also. This may eventually tag the top. I think a little more there for them to tag the top. They'll probably do that. A small trade up, you may get a small trade up. Watch them tag that up. You should take that trade. It's a nice small trade. And then we will start to see whether they come back here, right? But very likely they'll tag the top. Let me see in a 1 hour if we have a setup for a buy. You're actually getting some kind of a flag looking position thing here. So you may get that trade. It's a small trade. You take it, take the profit, get out. Yep. So good work. You guys are making profit. That's the main thing. That's what I'm happy about. So Aussie yen up, upside, right? This was a consolidation. So this pullback was a little deep, right? For those my traders who got in, some of them got in there. They may have got out of the trade, but don't worry. As soon as this makes a pullback, we're gonna get right into that one. This one is bouncing off of a daily trend line, so it's okay, right? We'll get right back into that one. Just wait for a little pullback, and we'll get right back into that trade. It will make a 1 hour flag for you. It never goes without making corrective structure, so don't worry. New Zealand yen also went up. This one actually was a real mess, man. We were in this one, so I think we got to break even after this pullback here. Took us out for break even, and then I don't know if any of my traders are still in it. I wasn't trading. I'm trading the euro yen, pound yen, and the other yen pairs. So I don't know, but don't worry. We're gonna get right back into it. We knew it was gonna go up. We just didn't know how it was gonna go. So wait here. Any pullback, take the trade, or wait for the breakout, and then you get straight into that trade. This is a very nice trade setup. This thing has a big move to the upside. I showed you guys that also, right? On the daily, they have to make a deeper pullback here, a pretty big move up here before they go down, or they'll probably continue to go up. I'm thinking more upside, right? So we'll see. The 1 hour, wait for a flag and get in the trade. CAD, right? I'll do that. I'll post them out on Facebook for you guys. So all of you should go and like the page so that you get when you click a like on the Facebook page, you will get the alert immediately when it's happening. CAD, stay out of this for a while because this piece, it will go up, but this piece is not very aggressive. Let them break the top first, pull back, and then we'll go, because right now it could make one more drop. The way it's looking, it could make one more drop before it go. I hope they go before they make the drop, but they could do that. It's very similar structure to all the yen pairs. You got an impulse. You have a correction. Where is the next trade? You want to miss that? Remember what I was showing you when I started the webinar? I started the webinar with the USD CAD for a down move. When USD CAD goes on, CAD yen goes up. Don't miss the trade, right? It's easy. Don't miss it. It's going to come. You want to put an entry order, put an entry order. We have an entry order at the top there. So you want to put one, you can put an entry order. If there's going to be some strong news event that is going to push it, it's probably going to go. Swiss yen also going up. We don't trade that. New Zealand CAD. It's consolidating, but I think we will see a little more upside here because it may just stay here for a longer while. But on the long term, they may go up. If it's because of New Zealand, we don't know, but they may go up. I think right now we stay out of it because it's consolidating, and they may consolidate for a much longer time. They may stay in this level here for a very long time. Aussie CAD already broke the top, so it's more upside. Take this out and take this off and take this off. Let's see what the bigger picture is telling us. They may also break that top. It looks like they're just going to go for one more up, make one more upside. So let's see if we're going to get. Not, I wouldn't go for that as yet. Not a very confirmed trade as yet. Don't trade this as yet to the upside. Wait until they give you a flag or a correction before you take it, because they could just break this top and reverse. They might just break this top here and reverse. Structurally, they could do that. They could just break this top here Let me just show you which top. Just break that top there in reverse. So don't trade this to the upside as yet. Wait for it. Structurally, they could just tag the top and that's it. It's very fast reversal. Aussie, New Zealand going up. Wait for correction. They're going to complete this trade. Wait for some correction here. Flag traded, flag traded, flag traded. That's your trade, right? So if you get a 1 hour flag, take the trade. It may be very, very slow, but you're going to get to that top. They could go very, very, very slow, but they will eventually get to this top, crawling up, crawling up, crawling up, very slow. You may get a spike somewhere in the middle, but they will get to that top. And when they get there, they'll talk to us. Remember the structure? We've got one down, one up, one down, and this one is going up. When they get there, they'll talk to us. Are we going to break out or do we come back for one more down? I'm thinking breakout. So you want to get into that trade, right? Because it's likely going to break out. And if you're lucky, it may just crawl like this and then do that. So if you get in the trade, you might get lucky, right? So it's good to get in the trade. XAG, be careful of sells. We are in the sell. My traders are in the sell. We're moving stops. We got in there. We're moving stops. And I think they will likely do this. So be careful. Let me show you the structure that I'm looking at. Two ways to look at this structure. Right now, they're either going to come retest the low. Well, of course, with corrections inside, but they'll come retest the low. And if they come here, we'll be buying. I mean, literally, we'll be buying a lot of silver, right? Really, really a lot of silver. And that, you know, everybody will be buying silver if they come to that level. Silver price will go back up. If they're not doing that, then what is happening is you're going to look at this as one of the expanding flats, irregular flats, and then they go back up. So when they break the trend line, don't sell. Most traders have a tendency to say, oh, well, they broke the trend line, I can sell now. And I was like, no, that's the worst thing you want to do. So watch it when they come to this level. If they keep going in a straight line like this, they will reverse. If they make a big consolidation here, we would likely go down more, right? So if you're not selling it as yet, you don't want to sell it as yet. Wait until you get a very big consolidation under the trend line before you do so. Yep. We already closed those trades. Those are big sells. We closed those. We sell and we bought and everything all after that. If you're very long term, well, yes, you can probably hold those. That will have to be very, very long term, right? So let's see. Gold, similar structure. It's coming down, but it's very slow. You can see some more downside here. At this level, gold could probably make one more up. Put it in a 4 hour. If they keep coming the way they're coming like this, they may go back up. So be careful. It's not looking like a sell set up for long term. If you take any sell, it's very short. It's an uptrend and they could make one more up. US oil, it's going sideways. The question is, this is an incomplete pattern and we have no idea what the pattern will be, right? We have no idea. All these brokers are having some unusual chart. That is a question somebody sent. They said they're on FXCM, gold broke the chart already, but on this one, it's not breaking. I think all these brokers are a little fishy. They're all having different type of charts, and that is a mess for us, right? So we may get some short-term upside here. You may want to look for short-term buys, and then we'll see what happens to it. Both oil, they may get some short-term buys because we're not sure what structure they're making there as yet. It's incomplete. We'll wait some more, but you can take short-term trades. Natural gas is mostly upside. You may want to wait for it to consolidate, John, before you buy. John is asking if you could buy New Zealand, Aussie New Zealand. You may want to wait some, right? This, you may want to wait for this to make a flag here, and if it does, you can buy for more upside. Right, if it does. It's not doing anything for you to buy as yet. Stay out of all the Swiss pairs. They're pulling back. They're going to consolidate. You don't have buy setup in it. They're pulling back. This one, you can get a buy setup. This one has a buy setup. You can see that. And you notice what it has in it. It has a cat in it. Oh, this is a nice buy setup, by the way. See that? This one has a nice buy setup. Some of my traders who trade this, you can pay attention to this. This one looks good. I like it. On the bigger picture, it looks like this. And on the bigger picture, it looks like this. So there is a good chance that you can get a trade back to this level and maybe even back to that level before you go down back, right? So yep, this one is interesting. You have a nice flag, it's breaking. Wait for it to confirm and take the trade. Aussie Swiss. Stay out of this one too. It broke the trend, but they'll have to consolidate a lot here before we prove anything. It's going up back, but you don't have a buy setup. Even on the 1 hour, you don't have a buy setup. See, we don't have anything to buy, so wait. Let's wait, see how this behaves. They can reverse from there, they can continue to go. There is no buy setup there. Let's go. S&P 500. Okay. Let's wait and see what happens here. If they start to consolidate here, we look for buy. If they break down back, you can sell under this low. Because this would be one of those irregular flat conditions. 1, 2, 3 irregular flat patterns, and then they'll go. You wouldn't know that until they break the low, right? Nifty, for those who trade Nifty, it's pulling back. Be careful. Remember, I said if you're buying this, be very careful. This could actually start giving you sell setup. Look for the sell setup. This thing has a lot of time divergence in all time frames. Start to look for sell setup. DAX will probably give you one more upside. You can see that they're making a flag here for one more upside. Maybe even a number more upside, but then the bigger picture would be downside because it's completing the structure. They're breaking this top. And if they break that top, they're completing one structure. And they're completing this structure. Breaking that top is very significant. So let's see what happens there. From here, we'll see how much more they go. It's interesting to see how much more they can go. But you should be very careful. Start watching this structure here. It's a buy. Right now, you're getting a buy setup. We can even take off this. You're getting a buy setup here right now, right? They may pull back some more. You're going to get a buy setup. What else we looked at? I think that's about it. Yep, I'll just stop the recording so it's not too long.